You're watching Vancouver TV, where we show you what's happening in your city. We've got the latest movie reviews and access to your favorite celebs. From fashion to red carpets, live shows, and more, we cover it all, keeping you informed about your city and in the know about upcoming events.
They're still on us. These guys are taking this personal.
We got more of our fan club dead ahead.
Phase 2. Phase 2? What's phase 2? Bombs away. Holy!
You know what I like about you, Dom? You're a genuine outlaw, but you're family.
A hell of a job, brother. When we get back to the base, beer's on me.
He's about to go up against the only thing they can't handle. You. Did you ever think you'd betray your family the way you did today?
Dominic Toretto just turned on us.
Well, would you look at that.
I will beat you like a Cherokee drum.
I don't know why he's doing this, but that wasn't Dom.
She's the very definition of high-tech terrorism. And now she's working with your guy.
I think I found my team. You want to play like that?
Ouch.
This is impossible. Which is why you're gonna need a little help.
We about to roll up like
You guys are gonna work together.
I just fell in love.
I've been waiting for this. We got a tank.
Let's roll.
laying back in the cut like that.
Here they come.
I don't know if the old Dom is in there. I don't give a damn. I'm taking you down. Toretto, let's play.
Why are they shooting at me?
I don't know, maybe because you're in an orange Lamborghini?
Shut up, Cash.
Switch it up, like.
Speak about splash, go rat-tat-tat-tat. Yeah. We about to go up like.
We're gonna need a bigger truck.
Dom! You gonna turn your back on family?
To win tickets to see this movie and other fun movie prize packs, visit www.vancouvertelevision.ca.
If you've driven over the Cambie Bridge recently, you may have noticed the enormous white tent that is set up underneath it. That is home to all of these beautiful horses that help put on the Cavalia show night after night. Today, we have the privilege to experience a wonderful event in which children who are visually impaired from around Vancouver get to interact with these stunning horses. Let's go check out all the fun things they have in store for us. Now by Jennifer, and you're with the CNIB. Why don't you tell us a little bit about what the CNIB is all about for anyone who doesn't know?
Sure. So the Canadian National Institute for the Blind is Canada's oldest charity, and we're here to help people rehabilitate after vision loss. So we teach you how to use caning skills or orientation mobility, still live on your own, called independent living skills, and we also offer children's services like we're here today for.
And this is such a beautiful event. How do you benefit, how do the kids benefit from something like this?
It's something that a lot of our kids don't get an opportunity to go to, especially be so up close with the horses and animals. It's very similar to something that we're doing this summer. We do every summer. It's our children's camp where we do get to go play with the horses, jump on things and try new activities. And so we're really excited to be here because the skills they're learning here today with the horses, being comfortable, is something they're going to do in July at Zajac Ranch.
Beautiful. So if anyone's interested in getting more info, how can they do that on the summer camps or anything that you guys do?
For sure. So you can go to www.cnib.ca to either make a donation towards children's services or check out the things we do online there.
Beautiful. Well, thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you.
The kids not only have the opportunity to interact with the horses, but they also get to do a ton of other fun things. They can work with the silks and try the drums and even sing with some of the show's amazing singers. So this is Molly, and Molly, you took part in all of the fun activities today. What would you say was your favorite part of the whole day?
Going on the hammock.
Yeah, on the silks there. I saw you doing that. Was it a little bit scary or was it fun the whole time?
It was a little scary.
Yeah, because you're a little high up there, hey?
Yeah, and I was standing on it.
Yeah, that was brave of you.
Yeah.
Did you get a chance to touch the horses as well?
Yeah.
Was that your first time touching a horse or had you done it before?
I've done it before.
Lots of times?
Yeah, I go to a barn in Surrey.
Oh, wow.
And I have 2 minis named Con and Gypsy.
Oh my gosh, so you are well versed on the horse life then, hey?
Yeah.
And you said you were doing a project about horses as well?
Yeah.
What's it all about? You get to take pictures of them and show them to your class?
Well, my mom gets to take pictures of them and I get to bring them back to school is what I got asked.
Well, this is the perfect place for that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for chatting with us, and I hope you enjoyed the fun day.
Yeah, I have.
Good, good. Along with getting to interact with the beautiful horses, the children also get to do a lot of other fun things. They can play on the silks and try the drums and even sing with some of the show's amazing singers.
hard because somebody's going to be standing. So just like this, someone's going to be standing 1 foot on each. And you can feel, if you feel a lot, yeah, there's lots of indents. So they want it kind of hard because it has to be a good surface for them to stand, and they have to turn, run. So this is the girls' act. The girls all do the Roman riding act.
She's having a hard time hearing Sasha.
So there's this is the Roman riding act. So this is where the girls are riding 1 foot on each horse, and they'll really, that's where it's just precision, and they have to make the horses be a team and really learn how to do it together. We want to go over to the trick riding, so we can come right over here. This will be our trick riding saddle. So you can feel this one too. This one's a little squishier. So this is where the guys have, they sit their bottom in the saddle, and then we can feel, this is called the horn. You want to feel that? So it's really, really strong. It's actually metal.
Yeah.
Can you name anything metal that you think of that's really, really strong?
Metal. Trailer park home.
Yeah, exactly. Anything, even like a structure in a building, if you live in an apartment, it's all metal. So this is really strong. This is, so the guys actually will be riding the horse and they can jump off and do a flip while hanging on to this. And so it's really secure, and the horse has to be really strong to hold them up. And this is, it's called a trick saddle, and it's actually from Spain as well. And we'll have it has to be super tight so that the guys can climb underneath the belly, they can do a flip, they can jump on, they can jump off. They have their own friends that they like to be with and are accompanied with on each other's time. We have about 15 different breeds of horses. So that being said, we have everything from quarter horses to Andalusians, Lusitanos, paid horses, draft horses. Most of the gray horses are actually imported from Spain.
Are they Lipizaners?
We don't have any Lipizaners.
None of them.
No, and that's one of my favorite breeds, so it's a bummer.
Yeah.
But we have Andalusians and Lusitanos are the big ones. So they actually all fly on a plane from Spain when we get them, and they're like the presence of the show. They're gray and strong and powerful horses. We also have Arabians, which are pretty beautiful. They have really small heads. Yeah, sleek faces, exactly. So we're gonna come up here and we're gonna say hello to Andaluz. And he's one of our high school horses, we call it. So he does a dance in the water where it's essentially he's trotting around, doing pirouettes, playing around. So we're walking right up to him now, and we can slowly put our hand out. Yeah, you're really close. Yeah, so he's gonna nuzzle you a little bit and give you a little nose.
There you go, there's his nose.
Feel his nose. You can feel his whiskers. So his whiskers are actually used in the wild so that he can decipher where different hay is from. So when he's out grazing, he can decide if something's dirt, if it's grass, what it is. Yeah, you can take one more step more, both of you guys. And yeah, there he is right there. Perfect. Yeah, so he's kind of sniffing you. I think he's looking for a little... he wants a sticker, a monkey stick. He thinks he can play with it. So he's actually a Lusitano, so he's a big gray one. He actually has rotating his shoulder, so that's one of the biggest muscles. So we really like, he does a movement, it's called the passage, and he really has to use his shoulder to step up. It's almost like he does a dance. Yeah, and even if you want to run your hand down his leg, right where you guys are too, yep, just right here. So now you're moving down to his leg. You can feel he's pretty muscular. As he's one of our high performance horses, he has to do the high level movements for the show. Do you want to come touch too, sweetie?
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. You can. Yeah, right here. This is. Feel. It's pretty tight. So he just got his hair done this morning. He got a shower. And Elena is actually one of the grooms. So Elena spends lots of hours with these guys and just pampering them, making sure they're clean, making sure they're happy. Everything is kind of how the horses are. If the horses are feeling frisky, we kind of let that show on stage, and that's our way to just let them be horses, you know. And essentially the horses, it's like when you guys go to the playground for the horses is on stage. So the horses sometimes will just run away and be crazy, and they'll try and jump on each other and wrestle. And so it's kind of just letting the horses really have their emotions. You can feel too this is his muzzle, it's called. Sometimes it's frustrating, sometimes it's rewarding. So it's just about really communicating well through a connection and through a bond that we can gather with them. We also have one more horse. You guys want to check out another one? So we can walk. We're gonna walk down this other way. I can help you.
They gotta put the cross ties on.
Granolas, and that's called a grain. So right now we're gonna touch a little bit of the hay and the grain, and so the horses actually 8 times a day, which is very lucky. That's way more than I do.
Yeah.
So we're gonna head over here and we're gonna sit actually on a bale of hay. And we're here with Melissa, and so Melissa's gonna do it. So the mounting block is actually how we get on the horses every day. You good, Molly?
Yep.
Yep. There you go. Perfect. Good job. Okay, so we're gonna kind of pass some around. What would I start with? Here, why don't we're gonna put it in front of you, and you can kind of tell us by the texture what you think.
So this is what the horses mainly eat. Does anybody know what that is?
We just went over it.
Grass.
Yeah. Good
Grass.
job.
Yeah, so this is hay. It's right in front of you.
Okay, I'm gonna pass around the second one.
It looks very hard.
So this is kind of like the horse's
It's kind of like
yeah, you feel that?
dry
So they
grass.
chew it, and they have to, sometimes we'll put their carrots in it. That's kind
So
of
this is
their
what the
dessert,
ponies
you know,
eat
that's-
every day.
So every day they eat
This is
grass.
their goodness.
I've actually too. You know you're a real horse person when you try to eat the hay and eat the grain. You guys want to feel it too?
So this here is another type of grain.
It's right in front of you, Molly, if you want to reach in. Yep.
But this one,
Yeah, so that's a grain. That's kind of like the granola, the stuff they eat. And it's a grainy stuff that they love. This is like their dessert. So this is like at the end of their workout, at the end of their ride, this is what they really enjoy the most.
It's so hard.
It's hard, huh? But they have big teeth. So they actually have teeth all in the front. They have 34 teeth,
Guys,
which
with
is
the
more than
flashes,
us.
sorry, it's the horses that are in the showers get a little spook with the flash, so if there's any way that we're able to...
That's pretty interesting, huh? You can feel it. So it's hard. So the horses actually chew in the back of their mouth. So when they are eating the hay, they grab the hay from the ground, rip it out, and then they put it in the back, and that's where they have all their molars, where they actually chew all the hay and digest it. We can go to the next grain that we have here. Yeah, so this is another one. And so this is a little bit bigger. I can put some in your hand if you want to hold your hand out. Or you turn your hand. Yeah, I'll give it to you. Yeah, so you can feel some too. So yeah, so this is called a beep hole. This is kind of for the ones that are harder keepers, and it really just helps them gain the weight. Yeah, good job. Kind of feel. And then so once we feed them this, then we add in water and it expands, so it's easier for them to chew because it's so hard, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna pass next. I'm gonna pass it once with water. Then that's when it breaks down and it's a little bit easier. It's easier for them to chew. Okay, so here it is now. This is it expanded. So you can reach your hand in the bucket and kind of feel. It's kind of little, it's like porridge. You guys ever eat porridge or oatmeal like we were talking about? Do you want to feel?
No.
No? It's kind of like...
I already felt it.
You did? It's kind of like mud, it feels like, huh? But you just want to put your hands in there? Glad. You like to stay clean, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like a porridge. So now the horses would love your hands. If you put your hand in front of you, they would try and just lick it all off of your hands. I can give you a rag. Yeah, she'll give you a rag to wipe off your hands. Do you need one too, Molly?
What?
Do you need a rag to wipe off your hands, or they're okay? Yeah? Yeah, so that's about the horse's diet. They eat 8 meals a day. So it's trying to keep them just like in the wild, because horses are grazing animals, so they're herbivores. They don't eat meat at all. Are any of you guys vegetarians or vegans? Or everyone eats meat?
Everyone eats meat?
Yeah.
I eat meat.
I eat meat. It's too good.
Here's your carrots and apples.
Yeah, so you guys can feel the carrots and apples. So this is after we work the horses. So we work the horses in liberty, which means freedom in French. So actually liberty is where the horses don't have a bridle, saddle, they have nothing on, and we'll work with them completely free. So it's kind of the same thing. So we like to reward them. So if they follow us, the reward would be they would get a carrot or an apple. So we actually are going to bring a horse out, and you guys get to feed him these carrots and apples. And so when you feed a horse, do you guys know how to feed a horse the best way? Okay, I'm going to teach you. So just like what you did, Jacob, hold it out, but you want to keep all your fingers as close together as possible and keep your hand as flat as possible. Yeah, just like that. Good job. Just because your fingers could look like a carrot, could this look like this? You could have that right there, and that could be a 6th finger almost. So that's why you want to make sure your fingers are nice and tight together so they don't confuse your fingers with another carrot.
He's got a mix. That's a mix and match card. Carrot and
Okay, there's
apple.
one carrot
You
that
drop
fell,
the
so we're going to have to get it to him. Cart, you have to be patient. So this is just like us when we need to work on our patience. Yeah, fingers nice and tight. Oh, almost. One more time. Really keep your hand as flat as possible.
Yay!
There you go. Good job. All right, you ready? they're still in training. So a couple of the horses here are babies and are just getting put in the show. So we like to take our time, just like you guys in school, when you're in the first grade, second grade, it's the same for us. So our horses have to progress with time as they go. They get to move up the level. And then essentially, when they're old enough, that's when they retire and then they go on to live in a field or they go on to better days. We're gonna head to the warm-up. So you're gonna feel in a little bit, we're gonna walk through a tunnel. And once we're in the tunnel, that's where we go to the warm-up. And the warm-up is where we spend all of our time with the horses, training them and playing with them, letting them work. Okay, so we're coming through the tunnel, and the next station is gonna be the saddle station. So we do about 10 different disciplines in the show. So there's everything from trick riding to horseback riding. Horseback riding is actually where somebody can climb underneath the belly of the horse and come all the way back on the other side.
We're gonna step on dirt now.
Yeah, so we're coming to the mix you guys can feel. So we're going from the rubber mats, the flooring in the stable, to the footing, the dirt. And the dirt footing, yeah, so we make it of a sand and a fiber mix. And this is where the horse is. So now you're gonna notice it's a bit brighter. And we're gonna come into the warm-up. We have two of the other riders who are going to help us, and they're going to show us the different types of saddles that we have with the Roman riding pads. So remember when we talked about the girls that stand 1 foot on each horse? Do you guys remember that? Yeah. Yep, so we're going to show it over. So we can walk over a little closer. You're going to feel that we're going to walk onto a wood platform, and it'll be a little more sturdy. So actually we have an intercom that goes over the whole building. So
Very
wherever
important
you
to
can,
us.
Very important. So they can say stand by 5, and that means you have to be on the stage in 5 minutes. So it's kind of rushing sometimes, taking time, and you just always know.
Or sometimes things change last minute even.
Exactly. Best to know. All right, so Jackie.
So we have our aerial station, just to get back to that, and also on the other side of the room we have our Ghanaian acrobats, and they're here with some of their drums, and our singer.
Molly, Jacob? Okay, Leanne, how about, you want to do fast? Sure. Okay, so Molly and Leanne, you guys can start with Jackie and Julissa, right. And Jacob and Devin, I'll take you guys over to the drums, okay?
There we go. Nobody.
Right, do you guys feel the slobber on your hand, like you were talking about the slobber? He's ready for more and more.
Yeah, he's ready.
Happy you guys were able to come join us, and fun to show you our little magical world. And we actually have plush horses to give each of you guys, and we also have a little something. So you kind of saw the behind the scenes, and we actually have 4 tickets for each kid. So you guys can bring your family, and you can come to the show. You guys can get in contact with Laura, and she will kind of go over it with you, and she'll give you some dates where you can pick. And you have 4. Each of you guys have 4 tickets, so you can kind of come hear all the different ways. And it's about a 2-hour show with plenty of popcorn and junk food and candy.
Oh, yeah.
Cool. So thank you guys so much for coming. We're really happy you guys can make it. Thank you.